Is pricing the most important thing, or is getting your girls what they want, that they're going to be happy with, that they're going to actually use and want to be proud of inviting their friends over? Is that more important?
Ontario to Alberta, we wouldn't be on the hook for.
But nice job getting the tie down for the full process, right? Like, like you're following the process in the script where you're getting the tie down, like, okay, cool.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, the most important piece really here is just alignment. Like, do you feel like this is what you're looking for the solution for your daughters?
Let's go. Temperature check.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely heading down this road. My wife and I talked about it again this morning, and we're just discussing. Okay, well, and
Okay. What are you hearing in tonality?
Yeah, I feel like when he says heading down this road, that could mean one or two things. Does that mean like he's going for it, or does that mean he's like potentially doing it? Yeah, he's sort of some apprehension or some kind of he feels kind of maybe he feels rushed. I feel like he feels rushed or something, but he's very polite.
Yeah, yeah. There was some hesitation. Like, I think it's something for you to know. Like, there's some hesitation. So I'm like, okay. Whereas, like, the people that you get on the call and they're like, yeah, 100%. Yeah, this is it, right?
what I like is that there's no pressure from you, which is appreciated. But yes,
Yeah.
this is most certainly on the table, and depending on your timeline, so mid-August, I think that might suit our timeline quite nicely.
Yeah.
So
Great. Okay. Yeah. So you kind of feel like, yeah, are you sort of like, yeah, where are you 1 to 10 of like, oh, the Haven Ultra is the one, like is the right fit, like you?
As far as your products go, the Haven Ultra is. I mean, we've kind of looked at the other ones, not repeatedly, but we've gone over this numerous times, and we always end up back at the Ultra.
Okay. So it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Well, I mean,
Nice job getting the temperature check. You sense the resistance and you're like, there's something here. There's like some sort of hesitation. You're like, all right, scale of 1 to 10. But did he answer your question?
He did, but again, there's still sort of something left unturned because he says, as far as your product,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. So what could we have done to get him to justify why?
Um, well, yeah, you'd ask why do you feel like it is?
Why? Yeah. What about the Haven Ultra? How's you feeling so confident?
Yeah, that's a better way of saying it. Again, like I feel like the why do you feel like it is though is I don't like that. So I need to come up with a better way. But yeah,
Yeah.
just what
Yeah.
about it?
What about the Haven Ultra?
Yeah.
What about the Haven, Ultra in particular has you feeling so confident? And
Yeah.
then he's going to justify why. And then what I could have said, what we could have said here, Brandon, is like, okay, and hey, Mr. Elmer, are you cool if I, point something out? Yeah,
hmm
all right. You don't sound like 100% confident and convicted in this as the best solution. Um, Help me understand, like, what would be keeping you from being like 100%, 10 out of 10. This is the right thing for me and my family, for my daughters, and all of that. Um, right? Because like he had some resistance there. So like I'm like, is he looking at other options? Is he, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and then he'll tell you, he's like, honestly, Brandon, like whatever, whatever. And at least you know that,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely want to get there. Like I do feel like I'm taking I'm not like worried about closing a call now, which is a really good progress. I'm just worried about like getting to where they're at. But I think my delivery like is still not quite there, and I'm not quite sure what to do in certain like situations. So yeah, it's all these little tweaks that gonna
We just
help
have
me.
to get more comfortable, right? So like we had a couple minutes here. Do you have a hard stop, Brent?
I do have something at 3 today, yeah. But
Okay. All right. Let's take 5 minutes and let's talk. Let's go through the talk track. of right here at the temperature check, right? So
Yeah.
you temp checked him in terms of alignment. So let's start there.
Cool. So yeah, so really the most important thing here is just alignment. So do you feel like this is what you're looking for?
Um, yeah, I think so. I think given everything that we've looked at, based off of, your option that you have, yeah, I think the Haven Ultra is what we like.
Okay, cool. Yeah, what about the Haven Ultra is having you feel confident?
Bryn, it's like I mentioned, aesthetically, it's these are teenage girls. They're kind of going into their teens. They care about what things look like. I don't want to have them in the garage. So like I think aesthetically, and it has the space for them. So yeah, that's why I like the Haven Ultra.
Great. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, can I share a thought?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it it sounds like you're maybe not 100% confident in this being the final solution of what you're moving forward with. Yeah, just kind of help me understand like yeah, where are you at with things? Um, I'm not sure how to finish that, but yeah.
No, that's fine. Like your mind is right because there's hesitation. So you're like, you got like what's good about it, and then we're trying to get like, is there something else? So he would probably say like, hey Bren, yeah, I mean, we're looking at this other thing. Like I told you, like that shed thing that we looked at. It's a little bit cheaper, but this is a little bit nicer, but like there's still that kind of financial consideration.
Yeah. What would I do there? I guess it's this way you just do get more context and then yeah. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I think it's the context thing, but at the moment I'm just saying something like, okay, so kind of help me understand like what are your next steps? Like what does your process look like in terms of coming to yeah, how to arrive at which one's going to work best for you. Because I
Yeah,
find I get to like 45 minutes or something and I'm like, we've been going a lot and I'm like, how should I try to wrap this up? Or like sometimes it takes a lot, it can take, like a while to do that stuff. So like, yeah, that's
yeah.
something else I'm running into. But
Yeah, so there's definitely decision fatigue that can come in. Like if you have someone on a call for an hour and 15 minutes, like they won't be able to make a decision. There's no way. So like
mm,
45 minutes is like you're not in a bad area. Like you're basically at temperature check at 32 minutes. Like this is okay. Like this
right.
isn't too bad. Like if your calls are going over 45 minutes, like over an hour, then for sure we got to cut. Um, but here, really what we're like, at least what I would do in this situation is like temperature check. How do you feel? Do you feel like this is the best thing for you? Why is that? Why in particular? If there's hesitation, like you did this scale of 1 to 10, right? And he's like, I forget what he said, but he didn't give you a number. And so it's hard to be like, well, if he would have gave you a number, he's like, yeah, we really like the Haven Ultra, then you could just justify like, okay, so like if you had to put a number on it, 1 to 10, what would it be? So like
Mm,
you have to like get the number. If you ask him 1 to 10, you have to get the number
yeah, that
because
makes
that's the only way that you're gonna be able to go, well, what's gonna like whatever number he gives you, that's what you're gonna be able to be like, well, what's keeping you from being 10 out of
yeah.
10? And that's like usually the obstacle, the objection. So if he doesn't give you a number, you have to like ask the question again. So, all right, cool. So, like, what number would you say if you had to pick a number? Eight. Okay, cool. Eight's pretty solid, pretty confident. What about the Haven Ultra has you feeling so confident? Sell, sell, sell. All right, cool. So, um, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, what would keep you back from being 10 out of 10 on this as the right model, right? Because your thing is like you want alignment is the most important part for you, for him, for the company, everything. And if we're
Mm,
not 100% aligned, then like, what are we doing?
yeah.
Right. So let's do the talk track one more time that way.
Okay. So yeah, so most important piece for us is alignment. Yeah, do you feel like this is what you're looking for?
Yeah, I mean, out of the options that that you guys got, I think the Haven Ultra, I think that's like well, is the one that we like.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, what about the Haven Ultra has you feeling so confident?
I mean, like I said, aesthetically, it's nice for the girls, like they're into pretty things, and so um, I think I think that's kind of the main thing.
Okay. Yeah, do you mind if I share a thought?
Sure, sure, of course.
Yeah, it sounds a little like maybe you're not kind of 100% in or convinced, or there's something that sounds maybe there's some apprehension there. Help me to understand. I guess like maybe from 1 to 10, like how do you feel about the Haven Ultra like being the right fit?
Um, I'd say like 8 or 9.
8 or 9, okay. Yeah, that's pretty confident. So it sounds like what would have you what's kind of I guess what's that gap from like the 8 or 9 to 10? Like what is that gap?
It really, honestly, Brandon, it's like comes down to price point. Like I told you about that shed thing that we looked at. This is definitely on the higher side, so it's like it's mainly going to come down to like the investment piece.
Okay. And is pricing the most important thing?
Yeah, let's go. Yes, that's where you want to go.
Hmm.
Value
Yeah.
for price, right? Is pricing the most important thing, or is getting your girls what they want, that they're going to be happy with, that they're going to actually use and want to be proud of inviting their friends over? Is that more important?
Yeah.
So we're trying to like you'll hear Jeremy say this a lot. We're trying to get them out of like price-based thinking to value-based thinking.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. That's a great question. Like, no, no, it's not about price. I mean, it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is for my girls to be happy.
Yeah. Okay, great. So do you feel like the Haven Ultra is worth no, we haven't got there yet, but do you feel like the Haven Ultra is worth it? I guess it would go there.
Yeah. Or like, do you feel like the Haven Ultras, like they're going to be happy with it? They're going to be proud of it. They're going to want to use
Right.
it, like you said, right? So we kind of want to weave his words in, and it's basically you already know the answer. He's going to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay.
And then you just move on to, okay, well, it looks like we've covered the basis of what you're looking for. Really, the
Yeah.
next
The
step.
next step.
Yeah. And then you talk about price.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that is good. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, in this whole temp check area, you've really just focusing on value. Keep bringing it back to the value of it.
Yeah. If they have like you have to listen. If they have conviction, if he's like, yeah, no, 100%, we've been dreaming about this, whatever, you don't need to go through that whole thing. But if they're like hesitant, if they're like wishy-washy, if they're like anything other than confident, then you kind of want to tackle it there before you move to price.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this happens. This is like that thing where you say this is what salespeople are paid for,
Yeah.
because yeah, it's a lot to learn. I think it's because it's kind of at the end of the call, you really need to, you need to know what you're doing. So I think this is really going to be really important for me. Yeah, it's very simple. It's like commitment stage. Just if they're not there, then like really focus on value. Keep bringing it back to the value of it. Get agreement that it's valuable to them and it is the thing, and then talk about what it costs after that. Just getting
Hmm.
that logic in my mind. Yeah.
It takes time. It takes time, and like we have to keep practicing. I want to give you a couple minutes to reset, Brent, but um, right now, like the best thing that we can do is like we'll start looking just at the end of call. Like if you timestamp, you'd be like, all right, temp checked at minute 30. All right, cool. Boom. Let's look at this call. How did we work through it? Let's work on the talk track. Um, because it's just going to be repetition and slow down, get more comfortable. And like, you'll see this is the fun part of the call.
Right.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
Hey, by the way, my name is Chris Sanchez and I build predictable, elite, and fully systemized sales teams. I've helped clients generate over $54 million in revenue and ramped countless sales reps using the approach that I call the sales team operating system. What you just watched was a real sales team OS session that I pulled from a live client. If you want to see exactly how I run, manage, and scale elite 8-figure sales teams, don't click away just yet. In this next video right here, there's another sales team OS breakdown where I go deeper into the building, coaching, managing elite reps. Go ahead and click it and enjoy. Cheers.